Hello guys, D-Man here, and today I'm gonna do 2 theories on Steven Universe. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that both of these theories have already been theorized on, something, like theorized on already. The first one for sure has. The second one, most likely, but I'm not sure. So these are my 2 theories. This is my take on them. The first one I think is going to come true for sure. The second one, not actually sure, but I think it might. So the first one is Steven being separated from his gem and Rose coming back. Now, I believe personally that Steven, for some reason, be it by Yellow Diamond or his own will or some experiment or something like that, will be separated from his crystal, and his mother will come back to life, I guess. So like, I think that it will separate and he'll become a normal human. I think, and then his mother will, did I say his wife to begin with? I meant his mother. Jeez. My bad. Oh well. His mother will be able to meet him and talk to him, even if it's only for a bit, because it might be that she gets separated from him, but he needs her to like survive or something like that, so she needs to sacrifice herself to give the gem back to him. Or it might be that he can survive without her, which I personally think he probably can, because he has human physiological, like human DNA and like I forgot the word for it, but you know what I'm talking about. He's like a human almost, so he'll become like full human. And maybe he even might have some powers left over. They might be weaker, but maybe he might have some powers left over. So I think that will happen. I think that somehow, either by himself or by the diamonds or a fight or something like that, the gem will be separated, Rose will come back, and either save Steven or be able to live with Steven being a human and be able to like raise her son. Which will be very interesting in my opinion if it does come true, which I do think it will come true. Now the second theory that I want to discuss, which is the one that is most crazy, is I think that the gems might become organic, in the sense of they might become human-like, somehow. Like, they might become human-like in the sense that they can give birth without killing themselves, in the sense that they can finally die and grow old. But they obviously won't be human, but they'll be like human-like. And I think this might happen at the end of the series too. And this might affect Rose, which might let her get back together with Greg. And they might be able to live like a happy life together until they die of old age, obviously. But I think this might happen because if somehow either Steven or some other device, or maybe like the diamonds made some kind of gem device that will make gems organic and basically human, but not human, you know. So I think that this might happen, and then they can move on. And by that I mean they can like finally evolve. And like, right now I equate the gems to like almost an intelligent computer, almost like a sentient computer. That's what I equate the gems as. I think that they had a creator, even the diamonds had a creator, and maybe they turned on their creator and destroyed them, but they had a creator that made these gems specifically to do war and specifically to take over things. So I think that they're more like computers, which means they can't really evolve because like they just can't evolve because they're gems. They're basically constructs. Uh, but when like organic life can evolve, so I think by the end they could throw a curveball at us and make them into human-like figures, human-like beings, where they can start where they can start evolving by mating and the regular stuff, where they can start like evolving in their history and start growing old and dying instead of just living forever until they either get shattered or I don't know degrade over billions of years. I guess. I think that might happen, be it by a home gem creation or be it by some magical power that Steven has or something like that, I guess. And maybe that will be the catalyst that brings back his mother. I don't know. Who knows? But I think that might happen, that they might become human and they well not human, like similar to humans, and they will evolve to be, more human. They'll be able to grow old and such, and the war will be over finally. Or I think that they'll take down the Diamond Authority, and Rose or her crystal gems, I guess, will be able to make a new gem with homeworld technology, obviously. But they'll be able to make new gems that can evolve, that can grow, that can age, that can choose what they want to be. Like in Greg the Babysitter, Rose is like you're given a specific task. You know what you're supposed to do, and yada yada yada. But maybe if they defeat the Diamond Authority and the original theory that I said doesn't come true, where they become humanoid, maybe they'll start making gems that will be able to grow old and evolve and like be able to mate and stuff like that. So I think that might be another possibility. That they'll defeat Homeworld and they'll start making gems that can actually like move on and evolve. Because as I said, I think they're more like sentient robots than they are people. They're sentient robots, and sentient robots that have like emotions and stuff. But they're more that than they are humans, in my opinion. So if they can somehow overthrow the diamonds and remake gems to be more like human and be able to evolve, their species can get out of a rut, I would call it. And I don't think the diamonds think it's a rut, but I think it's a rut because eventually you evolve to new heights. Like humans will eventually evolve to bigger heights than we are now, but they never will, and the diamonds don't want them to. So maybe the gems will start making them so they can evolve to new heights, so they can start giving life and stuff, or you never know. Maybe they'll start doing what Rose did and just have babies. Maybe they'll go to Earth and start having all the babies, and then Earth will be full of gem hybrids. I don't know. Just two theories I wanted to throw out there, and they probably have been done before. Probably a lot better than I have done it. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Share yours in the comments down below and subscribe. Yeah. All I'm saying is that if they do that and finally allow... Hey guys, sorry for that little jump cut there. Those were my two theories on Steven Universe. The first one about Rose Quartz coming back to life, which I do think will happen. And the second one about the gems finally being able to move on and evolve, be it by them either becoming organic and being able to grow old and die and mate without dying, have offspring without dying, be it by doing that with some kind of gem technology, or maybe Steven has magical powers or something like that. or maybe making some kind of new gem that will be able to do essentially that, but without dying, or maybe with at the end they'll die still, but they'll be able to essentially be like humans. Or the last option is having gems assimilate either into human culture or other alien cultures, and basically doing what Rose did, which will leave a new, like a new hybrid of gems, and that's how their civilization will finally move on. Those are my thoughts and opinions on these two theories. If you liked it, obviously leave a like on the video. Leave leave a comment if you want, and have a nice whatever it is where you are. Stay sane, my friends. Peace out.
Hello, Demon here. Just reminding you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe right here if you're on PC, or down there if you're on cell phone, because I don't think it'll work on cell phones. Share this video, watch my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and watch videos. And remember, my friends, stay sane, because I'll be watching.